Hi, I'm Professor Mimi Folk. I teach reading and I teach student life skills.
My name's Charles Ibar. I'm an instructor at Kent Campus Math Department, Florida State College. I teach the preparatory classes, math classes.
My name is Audrey Ante, and I teach English, both developmental English and college level English.
My name is Sheila Kerr. I'm a professor of reading at Florida State College, Kent Campus.
Hi, I'm Jerry Shawver. I teach here at the college, and I'm a mathematics professor. I teach everything from elementary algebra up to pre-calc, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in many of our math classes here around our institution.
These are just a few of the faces of developmental education at FSCJ. And so are these.
I hated math before I got in Miss Meshmesh's class. Yes, hated math, but now I love it.
I was pretty darn scared about having to start all over at my age to attempt something that I struggled with somewhat when I was early on in high school.
Developmental education, or DevEd, is just what it sounds like, a stepping stone to college-level courses. Whether you've been out of high school for a few weeks or many years, DevEd is a path to higher-level classes and that degree you've been working toward.
Students need the DevEd courses if they have any type of reading deficit, because in order for you to be successful in college, you're going to have to be able to understand the content that you're reading. In college, you're going to be required to do a lot of the type of reading that most students would not take on upon themselves unless they were in this environment.
Well, there's really nothing to be scared about the math. The math is scary because you're not sure about your skill level and then what you're going to be required to do. And so that presents the fear factor. But if you start in the preparatory classes, we'll start from ground one and build your skill level and show you that the same rules in arithmetic are the same rules in algebra.
So when you come into a writing classroom and you sit down to write your first paragraph, your inclination is to write the way that you would have a conversation with your mother or your friend. And that's not good enough for college level writing. You have to be able to use formal English and communicate as though you were in a more professional setting.
Does any of this sound familiar? Not sure about your math skills? Not a big reader? Haven't written anything except texts and emails in a few years? Maybe DevEd is right for you. And taking a few refresher classes doesn't have to put you semesters behind in your educational plans. There are all kinds of course options to help you speed up the process. Compressed courses are available in reading, writing, and mathematics.
What we're doing is compressing 16 weeks of work into 8 weeks, which means that essentially that first day of class, I know I'm going to tell my students, for the next 8 weeks, I own you and you own me because we owe each other this amount of time. And it will be a substantial amount of time and effort. There's no doubt in my mind that it will take a lot of effort. It will take a lot of time. But at the end of that intensive time, students should be ready to succeed in all of their other classes.
Modular courses are another option. Some students can choose to take 1 or 2 credit modular courses that are taught in 4 weeks. These modular courses are designed for students who just need to review a portion of the upper-level developmental reading, writing, or math course and can comfortably do so in 4 weeks. You should see an advisor about other options, including the Early Start Bridge program for those who just need to brush off a little dust based on their PERT placement scores, and direct entry into gateway courses for those who may be ready for college credit work now. Those gateway courses are introductory college credit courses that serve as the general education foundation for a college major. In your communications classes, these options include ENC 1101, ENC 1101C, and REA 1105. In math, you have 2 pathways. One for students who need to take college algebra and can begin by taking MAT 1033, intermediate algebra, and the other for students who do not need college algebra and can begin by taking MGF 1106, topics in college mathematics, or MGF 1107, explorations in mathematics. Again, you should see an advisor to see which option is right for you.
I'm very, very glad that I took the class.
It was the best thing that I've ever made in my life. It was a great decision because, I wasn't struggling with any of my college classes at all. It helped me a lot.
I definitely wouldn't have been prepared. Those classes, the reading classes definitely benefited me. I started, when I went into English 1101, I was able to understand, write better, comprehend.
You can use the skills that they give you, where they're giving you in developmental education, apply it to your core subjects like biology or chemistry or physics. So the learning doesn't stop in developmental education. It continues on in your other subsequent classes.
By understanding your developmental education and gateway course options, you can make informed choices about your academic pathway at Florida State College at Jacksonville and beyond.